Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Europe. Good morning, Asia. Good morning, North America. Good morning, South America. Good morning, Australia. This is the video that is going to open up our day. Big day. Arsenal is taking on the side of, you know it better than me, Liverpool at Anfield. Arteta is going to give us some team news that you guys are going to enjoy. But the main reason for us doing this video is all about how Arsenal assembled for Anfield. That is it. How Arsenal went ahead to assemble themselves for Anfield, or prepare themselves for Anfield. Smash the like button close to 200 times, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really doing fine wherever you are, and we are obviously taking us to where we deserve to be. So Lego into this big day. You know, United kickstarts off with West Ham, then Everton will play away at Tottenham Hotspur, then Newcastle will play away at Luton Town, you know. Then the big one will come up, Arsenal. Hear me out. Arsenal playing away at Anfield. And here we come to see how Arsenal have gone ahead to make their last preparations for this fixture. We thank God for the gift of life, and we really give a 5-finger salute to everyone watching in through. And the new subscribers, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and let's obviously set this going and let's do the needful. Now, today, all yesterday, Arteta went ahead and obviously put up some huge thoughts about the game of Liverpool, and I hope Arsenal fans, before you go into the last preparations of Arsenal versus Liverpool, you need to obviously know this, because very, very important. Some of the players that are really doubtful, obviously Thomas Partey is still finalizing his rehab. He still hasn't trained with the team yet. Mohamed Elneny will hopefully join Arsenal in the training afternoon to see how he feels about it. For the rest, no news. Jorginho is still a doubt. Now, this is where it really matters most. I've always told you that I'm not this kind of person who's going to come here to obviously put up a title when I really want to see to it that I really gather views. That's not me. That's not me. Most of you came into the comment section and really said, Rokani, we've heard that Thomas Partey is back. I told you he's not yet back. He's not yet back. And tomorrow I'll do a story to let you know when the physios of Arsenal approximate his return. So he's not yet back. He's in the rehab. All what you saw in the gym doesn't mean he's back. To see, or to really make sure that the player is back to confirm, you need to see that player really doing the duels with the first team with the first team. You know, that's when the player will be back. Then for more Elneny, hopefully he's going to be with them as they travel to Liverpool. And lastly, Jorginho is a doubt. So that means they're having Julian Timber, Thomas Partey, Fabio Vieira, Jorginho, you know, Tomiya. So they're having close to 5-6 injuries for now. So we wait and see how that really pans out. But all in all, it's really something good for the club of Arsenal that they're really having a squad that can obviously go to Liverpool and really collect 3 points. So after that, Mikel Arteta was asked about the night under lights at Anfield. You get? He was asked about that, and we all know that it's one of the scary grounds that very many people don't want to go to. You get? But United went there and got a point. That gives us a very huge drive and motivation when they're going there. Arteta said it's going to be a special atmosphere. Obviously, the two teams are in a great moment, in a really good position, really strong position. Both teams, I'm sure, have prepared the game to win it and go for it, and it's going to be an intense match. That's what Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to say, that this is gonna be an intense match. And trust me, he's right. The intensity is really going to be high. Why? These two teams play with a lot of intensity. And from the word go, you aren't going to see any player downing tools, you know, all being petulant on the field of play. They are going to run, you know, they are going to be physical, and whoever is going to defend better, to me, is going to win this game. I believe Arsenal is going to defend better, and Liverpool cannot really reach the levels of Arsenal. Arsenal really having good players that have gone ahead, obviously, get going, all hit the ground running, and they are firing up all cylinders at the right time. That is none other than the man himself. And that's none other than Thomas Partey, because Thomas Partey is away. But all in all, Arsenal is good to go. Now let's go to how Arsenal really went ahead to prepare for the game of Liverpool and see which players were part of the training session and how they assembled for the last preparations at the London Conley. So this is Bukayo Saka. Obviously comes through to obviously train with the club of Arsenal. Then this is Emile Smith-Rowe and Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah is so much in the news that Arsenal are really willing to cash in for him. If at all there is a team that can offer £50 million. And I've heard Fabrizio Romano telling us or confirming to us that there are close to 6 clubs in the Premier League that are interested in signing Eddie Nketiah. Emile Smith-Rowe, good to see him back. And if Arsenal are to win this trophy, they need Emile Smith-Rowe fit, because he is the best player that I've seen, that is always a threat when it comes to really playing against big teams. He can score against big teams. Scoring against big teams is really one of those things that you can specify in. We've seen or specialize in. We've seen very many players, who are really good, like Ronaldo. They used to struggle when they're playing against big teams, but right now, they don't struggle after the experience. But if a player at the age of 21, 22 can really haunt big teams, then you need him in this league, because he doesn't need to spend a lot of time on the field of play to obviously haunt the opponent. It's obviously less time he needs. Then we are having the man himself, that is Zinchenko, as you see him there. Zinchenko obviously trying to really ask, why are you blaming me? Looks like that's the reason as to why he put his hands towards his chest, and they look at the faces like someone was blaming him and was saying, oh God, I'm really surprised that you're blaming me. Mikel Arteta issuing instructions at the London Conley as everything was going on well at the last training sessions. Big Gabby, obviously very, very, very happy and smiling. He's really in the right mood. And I think for the very first time, we've seen them rest for a week without playing the game of football, right? So he's really happy. This is Emile Smith-Rowe. I think this one is this Dolly Skies, who is really in the academy of Arsenal. But every time I say Emile Smith-Rowe, I don't support Arsenal, but I really wish him well. That boy is really talented. Then El Nini, back in training, and he trained with Arsenal, as Arteta told us that he's going to take part in the last training session of Arsenal as they take on the side of as they take on the side of Liverpool at Anfield. Then this is Aaron Ramsdale, right, with Bukayo Saka trying to smile and really feel at home at the London Conley. Then Mikel Arteta looking all serious, because he knows exactly what it means to be playing at the Anfield. And I think Arsenal, by the way, in that team that last won at Anfield, Mikel Arteta was there. Arteta was an Arsenal player, so he knows exactly what it requires for Arsenal to go there and really win a game at Anfield. So last time, he narrowly missed out. I think it required them to really score a last-minute winner. But all in all, they need to obviously go ahead and revenge and really get those points in. Nwaneri, very young and talented player at Arsenal. And he is under the right hands of the manager, that is Mikel Arteta. And Arteta has shown us how good he can make a player turn into, and you've seen it with your naked eyes. Then Nketiah, man who is having 6 goals this season, but looks like he's really in good form, because went ahead to provide an assist to Kai Havertz for the second goal that Arsenal scored against Brighton in the 87th minute. David Raya, a man I've gone ahead on several times and told you he is the reason of Arsenal winning or Arsenal losing, because at Anfield, however much I was going to hate to play there multiple times when Brentford is there, he really knows exactly what it means. He needs to be at his best. If he succumbs to pressure at Anfield, then he'll make huge mistakes. Remember, they need to use him a lot as a reference to cool down the pressure of Liverpool, because Liverpool is going to come in through with a high intensity. But however much they come in through with a high intensity, you don't allow them to do that. You have to cool down the game and cool down the tempo by giving him the ball to really knock it around with the defenders of Arsenal. You remember how the defender of Liverpool, captain Virgil van Dijk, came out and said that they literally played for 60 minutes against Man United because Andre Onana kept the lion's share of the ball with him. He was wasting time and taking his time at Anfield. So I think it will be one of those moments that Arsenal should capitalize on. David Raya and Declan Rice, obviously, was like Declan Rice being told, please don't go past my hand. That is David Raya. And Declan Rice, very important player for Arsenal, and trust me, he's one of those players that his price tag is no more a question. He has proven that he was worth that amount of money and is really becoming better. Obviously, eyeing where to obviously pass the ball, and he was the one having it. That is Declan Rice, shot 41 for the club of Arsenal. Then, this is Bukayo Saka taking a very good touch during training, and I urge him a lot that this time around he needs to showcase what exactly he's made of. That is Bukayo Saka. He needs to show us what exactly he's made of. You know, in such games, this is where Bukayo Saka is supposed to come and show us exactly what he does. Last season, he went ahead to score one goal, and I think it was a penalty after Thiago Alcantara went in for Gabriel Jesus, and Arsenal really left it late. It was 2-2, and then that penalty led to a 3-2 win for the club of Arsenal at the Emirates. But we want to see his impact this time around, and today we hope he does that. Declan Rice obviously going in for a high hook on the ball, and it shows you how fit he is and how ready he is to obviously take on the side of Liverpool. And these are the kind of games why Arsenal brought in Declan Rice. Arteta confirmed to us that he lacked physicality, and that's why he went ahead to lose out on such games. So he wants more physical players in the team. Kai Havertz, man in form. Arsenal fans are really calling him King Kai, and I really ask myself, how come they're calling him King Kai, yet they went ahead to really slate him? But that's human nature. It's in human character that they keep on shifting goalposts. That is Kai Havertz for you, and he's really the master of his craft. Very much talented, and I know he's really going to be very important in the game of Liverpool versus Arsenal. Then Declan Rice, obviously going past Reiss Nelson, and for Reiss Nelson, I don't think he really made a very good decision to start Arsenal. Though Arsenal fans are excited to have him because he's one of those players that really went through all the academy ranks of Arsenal, but it was a very bad decision. That is it. So, if I were Reiss Nelson, I'm going to hit to obviously call in for a buyout clause, right? That any team could go ahead and really buy him out. But I know soon he'll obviously tell the manager, I'm 23, I need to be playing more time, I need to be playing more games, but here there is no plan. El Nini, obviously training with Arsenal and issuing instructions as the longest serving player at Arsenal. You all know that. And he's being left there, I think, for a lot of reasons that are really unknown to us. Then Gabriel Martinelli taking on Cedric Soares during training, and he's the man that I believe is going to create a very active outlet towards Trent Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool. Trent is a very good player, but defensively he's suspicious, and this is where Martinelli operates at his best. We wait and see. Okay, Cedric Soares and Declan Rice looking like they're celebrating for something great they had gone ahead to do, and it looks like their team had gone ahead to win, you know. That is it. Then Benjamin White, who really has a lot to do today when he faces Luis Diaz. He still has a lot to do, and I think he knows it better than any of us here. He has a lot to do. This guy has a lot to do. Now, this is the winning team of the day, and you see Zinchenko there, Saka, Declan Rice, Ramsdale, Cedric Soares, Edin Nketiah, and Gabriel Magalhaes. Looks like it was the winning team of the day that went ahead to obviously see themselves beat the other side, and that is really great. So again, the winning team summarizes this up as you see: Emily Smith-Rowe, Cedric Soares, Saka, and so on and so forth. So that's how everything really went down at the training session of Arsenal, and they're really getting ready to play Liverpool. Remember, around the 14th. Is it the 7th or 6th? They are going to play Liverpool again at Emirates in the FA third round. So Arsenal is playing Liverpool 3 times this season. 2 times in the Premier League and 1 time in the FA Cup. They have nowhere else they are going to meet. If Liverpool was in the Champions League, there would have been a prospect that these teams would have gone ahead to meet one another soon. But they can't meet. So guys, thank you very much for watching through Rokani. David remains my name. Tell me your thoughts about how Arsenal assembled for the Anfield clash at the London Conley, and your thoughts and your predictions are highly welcome. Rokani David is my name. We sign out for now. See you later, and we cover you in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. We out. We'll be back in a jiffy.